The movie begins in a dense forest, where a young girl named Anna lives with her guardian, Gabe, whom she calls Daddy. Gabe cares for her and ensures she stays healthy, but he keeps her confined to the attic, never allowing her to explore the outside world. The young girl has never left the attic, except for the view through a window that offers a glimpse of the world beyond. Nearly every night, Gabe tells her stories about wildlings, terrifying creatures with sharp teeth, long claws, and a hairy appearance, warning her to stay away. Although these tales frighten Anna, her curiosity about the outside world only grows stronger. To protect her from the wildlings and to prevent her from leaving the attic, Gabe electrifies the doorknobs. He claims to be her father and provides for her, giving her only vegetables to eat and forbidding meat. One day, Anna overhears Gabe talking to someone else, and her curiosity gets the better of her. She touches the doorknob and is hit by a strong electric shock, knocking her unconscious. When she wakes up, Gabe is beside her, explaining that the electric trap is there to keep the wildlings away. He then reveals that she is the last surviving child on Earth, and it's his responsibility to protect her. Anna questions Gabe about the person he was speaking to, but he quickly changes the subject, insisting they are the last humans on Earth. On her birthday, Gabe surprises her with a cake and a hamster, which soon becomes her closest companion. One day, the hamster dies, and Gabe explains the concept of death to Anna, reassuring her that the hamster is now in a better place. As Anna grows older, she begins having nightmares about wildlings in the woods. When she reaches puberty and starts menstruating, Gabe discovers bloodstains on her bed. Worried, he administers Leuprolide, a medication that slows her growth and worsens her health over time, disguising it as a treatment for her illness. This medication continues for years, and Anna starts feeling pain and uneasiness because of it. Unable to bear it anymore, she requests Gabe to end her misery by sending her to a better place, like her hamster. Hearing this, Gabe becomes overwhelmed with guilt, as he has been troubling the little girl right since her birth. So he brings out a gun and ends himself. In the following scene, Anna wakes up in a hospital surrounded by unfamiliar faces, causing her to panic. She quickly escapes her room and makes her way to the rooftop, feeling the warmth of the sun for the first time. However, officers soon find her and bring her back to the hospital, where they restrain her to the bed. Sheriff Ellen steps in to calm her down and begins uncovering her true identity. The doctor reveals that Anna was given an overdose of Leuprolide, a drug that delays maturity and stunts growth. Upon hearing this, Sheriff Ellen frees Anna from the restraints and places her in temporary custody. Instead of sending her to a foster home, she decides to take Anna to her own house, where she lives with her brother, Ray. Sheriff Ellen agrees to look after Anna while they wait for DNA test results to confirm her identity and determine if Gabe is her biological father. At this point, it's revealed that Gabe is not dead but is receiving treatment in another room of the hospital. As time passes, Anna starts adjusting to her new life, and Ray explains reproduction to Anna, correcting her previous misconceptions about how babies are made. As she enters puberty, Anna discovers her heightened sense of hearing and begins having visions of wildlings in the Northern Lights forest. She also starts attending school with Ray, where she meets girls her age for the first time. Curious to learn more, Anna visits the library to research the Northern Lights and the wildlings. Under Ellen's care, she now has the freedom to explore nature and spend time outdoors. One day, on her way home from school, she spots a deer and instinctively chases after it. Just before Anna nearly steps into a hunter's trap, a mysterious man clad in a wolfskin outfit appears and stops her. The next day, driven by curiosity about wild predators, she heads to the library. As she leafs through a book, she suddenly notices dark stains appearing on her fingernails. Later that night, while Anna is in the bathtub, Ellen shares the results of the DNA test, revealing that Gabe is not her biological father. The news leaves Anna confused, as the idea of family is still foreign to her. One evening, Anna and Ray spend time together on the rooftop. As Ray tries to help her with a school project, Anna's focus shifts to the Northern Lights. While lying there, she notices flickering lights in the distance, which turn out to be a party at Jen's house. Anna mentions Jen is her friend, and they both decide to go. This is the first time she's heading to a large gathering. However, after consuming a drink, Anna starts feeling disoriented. During the party, Ray and Anna share a brief romantic moment that catches the attention of Lawrence, their classmate. Unfortunately, their kiss is abruptly interrupted when Anna's mouth starts bleeding. She rushes to the bathroom and discovers that she is losing some of her teeth. Filled with panic, Anna escapes through a window and runs through a forest. Suddenly, she's attacked from behind by what appears to be a wildling. In an act of self-defense, Anna fights and bites back, only to realize that it is Lawrence. She tries to help him up, but unfortunately, it is too late. Blood loss. Worried, Anna runs away and returns to Gabe's home in search of answers about her own identity. Seeking solace, she heads to the attic and enters her old bedroom. She quickly cleans herself up and heads straight into town. When she returns home, Ellen questions her about where she's been, but Anna remains silent. Just then, Officer Roger arrives, announcing that Lawrence has gone missing. He tries to ask Anna if she knows anything, but Ellen dismisses the idea and sends him away. Later, Ellen confronts Anna, pressing her for answers, but Anna refuses to speak, keeping her thoughts and experiences locked away. As days go by, Anna's silence begins to weigh on Ellen, who notices her daughter painting her nails rather than engaging in conversation. That evening, Ray enters the room, noticing Anna's distress. He reassures Ellen that he'll handle the situation, but despite his efforts, Anna remains silent. Concerned, Ray checks her mouth and discovers she's losing her teeth. Panicking, he rushes outside to inform Ellen, giving Anna the chance to slip away. She runs into the woods, the only place where she feels safe and at peace. To her surprise, she encounters the wolfman again. Noticing her hunger, he offers her food and examines her nails and teeth, suspecting she might be a wildling, a group thought to have been wiped out 16 years ago. The wolfman then reveals that her mother's body still lies in a nearby cave. Eager to learn more about her mother's identity, Anna follows him. Inside the cave, she finds a skull with a bullet hole. As she holds it, a vision floods her mind. Gabe, the man she thought was her father, shooting her mother. The truth dawns on Anna. Gabe had been part of the purge, but couldn't bring himself to harm baby Anna, so he took her with him instead. Armed with this revelation, Anna heads straight to the hospital to confront Gabe. But sadly, she's unable to do anything as Gabe wakes up and looks at her with pitiful eyes. Meanwhile, Ellen examines the case file regarding Lawrence's death and notices a connection to a drawing from Anna's old room. The latter also returns home, desperately seeking protection. But unfortunately, as soon as Ellen notices her claw-like nails, she handcuffs her. Ellen then reveals that Anna's clothes were found near Lawrence's dead body, and that's why the entire city suspects her of the murder. Next, Anna is sent to jail, despite her pleas that she is innocent. While in the prison, she looks into the mirror and notices her teeth growing sharper, resembling the skulls she found. That night, Gabe visits Anna in her cell, admitting that sparing her life was his biggest mistake. He gives Anna a syringe, urging her to inject herself for a chance at a better life. However, Anna, embracing her identity as a wildling, refuses the injection. Gabe becomes emotional as he leaves her in the cell and walks away. The next day, Ellen checks on Anna, who is hiding under the bed and sleeping. Ellen opens the cell, but Anna surprises her by attacking unexpectedly. She then manages to lock up the officers, including Ellen, and escapes. Once she reaches outside, she coincidentally finds Ray in his car. Anna approaches him and convinces him to help her. She wants him to drive her to the Northern Lights, the place where she was born. On the way, Anna also reveals that she is a wildling. Later, Ray stops the car in the middle of the forest, and Anna decides to continue her journey alone. But Ray is worried for her well-being, so he begins following her. In the darkness, Anna takes a swim in a nearby lake and ends up soaking wet. Concerned that she might catch a cold, Ray sets up a bonfire to dry her clothes. As Anna takes off her garments, Ray notices hair growing on her back and becomes startled. However, Anna reassures him that he is safe and promises not to harm him. The scene then shifts to Roger and Gabe discussing Anna's escape. After a lot of thinking, they decide to organize a group of hunters to capture Anna. In the next scene, we see Anna and Ray running into the woods while they're being pursued by search dogs. Unfortunately, the hunters also arrive at the same time and shoot Ray in the shoulder. As they struggle to find an escape route, Anna takes Ray on a cliff. Determined to save him, she pushes him into the water and then dives in herself to evade capture. After this, Anna leads the hunters in a different direction while asking Ray to run in the opposite direction. Anna then goes straight to the same cave where she found her mother's remains. Next, Ray reunites with his sister and informs her that Anna is no longer with him. Anna is now alone, adapting to desperate measures to survive. During the first few days of her survival in the forest, Anna undergoes a transformation and turns into a wildling. To keep herself hidden from the hunters, she covers her face and body with dirt as camouflage. One morning, during his daily walk to the school, Ray notices Roger filling up gallons with gas. Suspecting that they're planning to hunt and kill Anna, Ray quickly calls Ellen and informs her about it. In the forest, Anna manages to kill one of the hunters by knocking him down, and as the group gathers around the body, she runs away. Anna has now transformed into a complete wildling, and she can hunt people in the blink of an eye. Meanwhile, Ellen arrives in the forest to rescue the troubled teenager. She gets scared seeing the dead bodies lying around, and to make matters worse, Roger holds her at gunpoint, asking her to stay away from the matter. But right then, Anna arrives there and kills Roger as well. She reveals herself to Ellen, showing her pregnant belly before fleeing. In the following scene, the hunters set the forest on fire, further fueling Anna's anger. She witnesses the fire engulfing her home and realizes that she must find a way to escape the heat. Despite her pregnancy limiting her strength, Anna runs around seeking refuge. Eventually, she ends up in a familiar cave, similar to where she was found. To her dismay, Gabe tracks her down and sedates her with a tranquilizer. The shot weakens Anna, causing her to collapse to the floor. Gabe then approaches her to check her vital signs, reminiscing about her mother. He performs a C-section to claim the unborn child, but Anna regains her strength and inflicts a fatal bite on Gabe's neck, which finally kills him. After this, she lets out an angry shriek before falling to the ground once again. Upon regaining consciousness, Anna finds Wolfman stitching her wounds. The next day, while searching for Anna, Ellen and Ray notice her from a distance and decide to allow her to escape into the wilderness. Both of them believe that letting her go will be the best thing to do for her. Eventually, Anna reaches the Northern Lights, her ultimate goal. Holding her newborn child, she gazes at the beautiful sky, feeling peace and contentment with her life. The movie ends with Anna hearing the call of a wildling in the distance, suggesting that their kind is still alive.